Hello everyone and welcome to Breachway, or at least the demo of it, and this is a turn-based roguelike sci-fi strategy game which just sounds kind of right up my alley. And it's done very well in terms of kind of wish list. I think it's got over 100,000 from a pretty small development team, so I thought it'd be well worth a look. I know nothing about this is the first time I loaded it up, so it's all going to be pretty fresh. A sudden jolt awakens you as you hear the distant beeping of doors opening. As reality creeps back in, you slowly recognise your surroundings, the cramped confines of your quarters on the Atlas. Hey, wake up. The captain wants to see us on the command deck. He seems pretty agitated and you look groggy as hell, so just let me do the talking. Okay? Head over to the command deck. There's an unusual flurry of activity as you enter the command deck. The captain, studying the data feed on the consoles, beckons the two of you over. So, Captain Quinn, hello. Our infrared sensors detected a large explosion in Solari space, right where one of their research stations is located. Wherever they are, and whatever they're up to, looks like it didn't go as planned. So might this be our big break then? A chance to turn this scavenging mission around and we'll go home empty-handed? Could be. We're close to the station near the Solari fleets in the system. We can't risk approaching with the Atlas, however, as we'd be picked up by fleet scanners and we'd be done for. A small ship like the Magpie, though, launched at our current speed, could get there undetected. You have to run on minimal reactor capacity, using only manoeuvring thrust for flight path adjustments. With all due respect, sir, the fireworks will likely attract other scavengers by the time we get there. Which is why the lieutenant here is tasked with protecting the Magpie in case things go south. I'll assemble a team while you make the necessary preparations. Report to the docking bay in 30 minutes. I'm guessing we're the lieutenant. Looks like we are the lieutenant. Excellent. This is the ship's status screen. You can view statistics such as number and types of hard points, starting equipment and crew. Each piece of equipment contains a few starting cards and has capacity to add more cards as you play. Equipment requires an assigned crew member to function. So if you want to better look at your ship, you can orbit the camera. That's fine. So, we've got a laser cutter which has got the ability to do some slicing damage. We have nothing in the launch bay at the moment. Got the basic shields, that's blocking, and engineering, which is target lock, which I'm guessing will be additional aim. Deals +1 damage. Shield gains 4 shield points. Laser cutter deals 4 damage. So what does target lock do? Oh, I see. I think that's I presume target lock's a continuous attack, I would think. Doesn't seem to be there's much we can do, so we're going to accept. And given we're in tutorial time, I imagine there's not much we can do to kind of change things. And here is our path. Alright, if we follow the navigation points I laid out, we should be in the wreckage in about 2 days, and then we rendezvous back with the Atlas. We just stick to the asteroid belt as much as we can to avoid detection, easy. I don't really see why the captain decided to put you in charge of my ship. What's your tone? While on this mission, this is your new captain. Come on now, we've got a mission to do. You can fight all you want once we're back on the hauler. Something tells me this mission's going to go wrong and then we have to just fend for ourselves. Soon things settle down, everyone is at their assigned post. Time to start familiarising yourself with the ship's command console. So where are we? We are... That's a waypoint. Intriguing. Let's move there next. Your console flashes a warning indicating combat near your flight path. Not long after, the infrared sensors flare as the ship explodes. The remaining ship changes course, heading in your direction. Pirates, I'm guessing. There's no way their sensors spotted us. We've been running cold for almost a day now. Just our luck then. Their flight path will take them right within radar detection range. Prepare the combat protocols. Let's give this a go. So our first taste of combat. So they have a laser pulse and shield pulse. This is your hand of cards, displaying the actions as you take each turn. Each card requires resources to play, shown as the number in the lower part of the card. Gotcha. The card number next to the icon contains each card energy. The number shows energy income at the start of the next turn. Resources carry over between turns, so at the moment we're getting +4. Enemy actions are based on their equipment. Each piece of equipment has a card slot indicating the next action. Cards gain 1 pip per turn. When all the pips are full, the card border turns white, signaling that it will be played next turn. Gotcha. You can play cards by dragging and dropping them over the crosshair region. Attack the enemy by playing 2 slice cards to advance. So we can attack twice because we have 6 energy. So we'll pop down one of these. That's -4 health on the vulture. And another 4. So press the end turn to advance to your enemy's turn. Okay, so both their laser pulses and their laser pulse is ready. Shield pulse is going to take a while. Shields are your primary defense, with each shield blocking 1 damage. Shields halve at the start of each turn, so deploy shield cast just before an enemy attack for maximum effectiveness. So we need to time our shields for the right time for their attack. Gotcha. The enemy ship is about to attack. Play a block card to prevent hold damage from the upcoming enemy attack. Okay, we'll put down a block.
You are now shielded.
Okay, after you play a card, it moves to your cooldown pile. Cooldown duration is indicated by the number next to the icon on the card. Once off cooldown, it returns to a draw pile. Press the tab key or click the card stated to I whenever you have a casting draw pile in your hand or on cooldown. Gotcha. So this is very deck building, which is cool. We can't do anything else this turn. We could target a lock, but I think we're in tutorial town still, so we will end the turn. And this laser pulse, we should have it all protected by the shield. Excellent. Oh yes, here we go. Persistent effects. Persistent effects on your ship appear above your card hand. Some effects last for a set amount of turns, while others have an upkeep condition you have to meet each turn to maintain the effect. So that will be target lock here. That's going to be giving 1+ damage per turn, but we do need to play this in order to keep it going. So that's 5 damage on the shield pulse, and next turn they're going to use their shield. So at this point we can just not... Do we have to play something? Because they got a shield, so I'm happy just to... I'm going to put a block down because there's a laser pulse coming in.
Shields up, Captain.
So that will block the laser pulse and they'll lose their shield effectiveness. So we lose no damage. And their shield should be halved as far as I'm aware. Unless they act on different rules to us. Although we have just lost our ongoing card. We're going to go for a slice.
Enemy shields down.
So yeah, it did lose some of its effectiveness, but we only had 1 slice to work with. We have a lot of blocks here. We are going to first of all slice here, and that should be the vulture dead. Excellent. We don't even need to do the blocks. And we get 25 credits, which I presume will be of importance later down the line. The area is starting to get pretty lively. We should expect more combat on our approach to the station. Looks like we're not the only ones stupid enough to raid a Solari facility. Too late to hide our presence now. Asking for permission to restore the reactor's ordnance protocol, that should allow us to squeeze more power out of it. It will also improve our laser's photon output. Permission granted. Override the cutter safety protocols. We need more firepower. Can't see how that will go wrong. Aye, Captain, that should enable it to emit concentrated laser pulses. Won't be military grade laser, but it'll be close. So, you now have access to the ordnance resource. Ordnance is the main resource for attacks. Open your ship's status screen to inspect your resource area. You have 1 unallocated reactor power, so we should probably add some more to it. You can redistribute reactor power between your resources at any time. So, right click on NG twice to remove 2 power from it, and then 2 to the ordnance. So it should be 3 and 2. Gotcha. And this will be the balancing act. It feels a little bit similar to FTL, which was a game I was not particularly good at, but we'll have to see. We've got a ship closing in on attack vector. Looks like pirates. Okay, so they have 25 health. So you can redistribute resource power, reactor power anytime in combat. Right click on resource type to remove 1 power unit and left click to add. This lets you shift your resource income to suit your needs. However, adding 1 power to resource limits on heat. Heat changes take place after playing the next card. So gotta watch out for that. Gotcha. Ships has heat resistance and dissipation value. Resistance is the amount of heat a ship can sustain for overheating. Dissipation is the amount of heat removed at the end of each turn. -1. Each point of overheat does 1 hard damage at the start of your turn. Okay, so this would deal 6 damage. And we'd ignite it for 3. So actually I'm going to block first, because there's a laser pulse coming in. And then I'm going to beam sweep. So that's 6 damage, and it's also heating them up. Excellent. But their heat threshold will go down. There's not much more energy stuff we can do this turn, so that's going to be a problem. Also, they can attack every turn, which might become problematic. We'll end the turn, and our shield should have blocked all of that. Enemies charging up a heavy blast. We need to take out that laser. Cards with the icon like this laser pulse. Our precision attacks can attack specific enemy equipment. Drag and drop these cards over an enemy equipment or card in the UI or over a piece of equipment on the ship model to attack it. Every piece of equipment has a durability indicated by the shield icon, so 8. When durability hits 0, the equipment breaks, preventing any actions, although enemy equipment is automatically repaired in 3 turns. Gotcha. Durability damage from position cards is indicated by... that's fine. You can right click to discard unwanted cards, freeing up a slot for a new draw next turn. Discarded cards go on cooldown just as if being played, so discarding cards that are not useful in the next few turns. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to target lock, because that's just extra damage. And I want to focus on the heavy blaster. So we're not doing damage to them, but we're doing damage to that, which is important. End the turn. Okay, that's fine. It's still prompting me to discard cards. I'm not sure if I want to do so just yet. Okay, we're going to go again. Take out the heavy blaster. Let's take 3 turns to repair. I don't need a block at the moment. In fact, I'm going to get rid of both of them and end the turn. They're going to use their shield now, which is not going to be very useful for them. And we are going to use a beam sweep, because that's 7 damage. Some of it will be eaten by the shield, but they're only down to 6 now. They're going to be heavy blasting next turn, so I'm going to hold on to 1 block. That's going to do a significant amount of damage, unless we can kill them this turn. And we'll use our beam super special laser pulse, because that should kill them. And that should be them dead. Excellent. But we're still in Tutorial Town, we'll have to see how it goes going forward. Ooh, we got an infrared emitter. Any attack from this weapon that deals hull damage adds +1 heat. Click on the flashing subsystem to add it to your cargo bay. Gotcha. Presumably we can also sell it for profit, which sounds very useful indeed. Captain, we should hook up the mass refiner module to the reactor. It's crucial for improving our reactor's power output and strengthening the Magpie's shield system. It was originally meant for deflecting dust and mine asteroids, not high-powered lasers. I can modify it to suspend high-density particles in the magnetic field, diffusing laser beams and absorbing kinetic force. This improves defense but requires mass. We also salvaged a functional subsystem from that ship. I'm sure we can put it to good use, might help us to get out of this in one piece. I'll be claiming that as reparations for my ship when we're back in the Atlas. The Magpie will need a new coat of paint once this is all over. So, you can upgrade your reactor with credits you have in your journey. So click on the upgrade. Each upgrade gives you 1 extra reactor power. That feels useful. And we're going to have to give some power to mass. Subsystems enhance compatible equipment and the cards to various effects. Drag and drop the subsystem from the cargo bay on your modified cutter for application. Only one subsystem at the same time can be added to the equipment. Gotcha. So what do we need to do here? We need to... Okay, I can't go in the launch bay. Presumably I have to go with the laser weapon. Can I... How do I get rid of this? Oh, I think it's already added on. Yes, it's added on the infrared emitter. Excellent. Whereas I imagine the stuff like the modified cutter is something I can only do when I return to base, so to speak. So, let's move on to the station wreckage. The remains of the station are in view. Things seem quiet, but the tension in the crew is palpable. Judging by the infrared emissions, there should still be some functional equipment that we can salvage in that section over there. Wait, look at the fluctuation in the readings. I'll bet you a week's rations as a ship lying in wait to spring an ambush. Prep the laser and let's go around to get the job on them instead. circle around. Move. No, we're going to move closer to get a better read. As soon as you approach the enemy ship, some emerges from behind the wreckage. Weapons ready. Brace for combat. We could have perhaps played that a little better, but that's okay. Crew members have abilities that you activate at will during your combat phase. To inspect crew abilities, hover over crew members' portrait. Abilities do not use regular resources. Instead, they cost command points and have a command after use. Cooldown after use, sorry. Your command point capacity is determined by the better crew on board, plus 3 max command points per crew. So, you can overload the cannons, which will give you 50 plus damage. You can give the shield 50% shield points. And force production gives us plus 2 of each resource. Wonderful. I don't know if those command points re-establish. Oh, there are a lot of shields ready to go. And you have a decent amount of health. Right, well, let's get a block down because we're going to take some damage for sure. In fact, we'll put them both down. And we'll end the turn because there's not much else we can do.
Incoming missile.
Okay, incoming enemy missile. Eject missiles in the lower part of the screen above your hull points. Missiles have a delay of 1 or more turn before they hit. That's a problem. You can defend against missiles by playing shield cards or shooting them down with special missile defense cards. Right, we need to start doing some damage. I'm going to overload the cannons. And we are going to... Do we want to knock out the laser pulse? I think we might just want to go for straight damage. Just go straight for damage.
Enemy shields down.
So we've taken that as their shield. And then we can go for a laser pulse on... Problem is that it doesn't take long for them to come back in. I've got a missile coming in momentarily. We can't block off, unfortunately. I'm not sure we need the mass at the moment. I'm going to put one more power into our energy generation because that's important. We're going to go for... This is precision, so we'll go for the laser pulse, I think. Just knock it down. End the turn. It's going to hurt. We should have done what they said. There's a lot coming in. Okay, we're going to target lock. The Firefly won't come in for 1 turn, so that's okay. I want to knock out this laser pulse though. It's down to 2. We cannot put a shield down this turn, unfortunately. But we can block out the missile next turn.
Incoming missile.
It's fine. But we lost our ongoing, which is unfortunate. I know we still got it at the target lock. So let's knock out the laser pulse. Because that's going to lower the amount of times it's going to take for them to attack, so they shouldn't be attacking as much anymore. And we're going to block.
Shields up, Captain.
To block in the incoming damage from the missile. That should be fine. But we're going to make good use of this laser pulse not being active, so we're going to go for a beam sweep here. I don't mind if another attack comes in from the Firefly, that's not an issue. Do we need to shield again? No, so I'm going to actually get rid of one of those cards. Another Firefly coming in, that's not a problem. These are precision missiles. I honestly don't... I prefer to be able to just attack the general thing. Can I keep the laser pulse down? Ah, that'll do. So if you attack the... if you attack the kind of temporarily down weapon, then it just goes onto the ship instead, which is fine. Click on the fresh equipment to add it to your cargo bay. Basic missile rack. We also get card rewards. We can add a card. Click the add a card button to select a card to add on to any piece of equipment on your ship that has available card slots to fill. Okay. Ooh. Now what do we want to do? We're going to have to choose. So, deals 3 damage 2 times, that's precision. Raise shield, if you don't have shields, add 12 shield points and 1 duration. Otherwise, add 6 shield points. Or harness strike. Ooh, I like the engineering bay. Gain 1 shield point every time you play a laser or ion attack. We're going to choose that one. Because that's just kind of passive defense, which is, I think, pretty useful. Morale determines the rate at which your crew command points will charge on entering a node. Some choices in events can affect crew morale temporarily or permanently. Area clear, no further hostiles engagement range. Deploying a recon drone for a visual sweep of the wreckage. Look at that plating, they're black boxes in the station's main data storage and backup unit. It's found to have a lot of valuable research data we can sell, who knows what they have cooking up here. Are you out of your mind? If the Solari catch wind of us stealing that, we're as good as dead. We need a new air recycling and ventilation system back at the station, don't we? This is why we went on this scavenging run in the first place. This will bring in enough credits for all that and more. Enough squabbling. We've got a limited window before more hostiles arrive. Our orders were to retrieve all valuable salvage. Let's get to work. The crew quickly works to retrieve the pack box and fill the Magpie's cargo bay with any valuable salvage they find. After the work is done, you set course to the rendezvous point with the Atlas. Okay. So we've got this basic missile rack, which is good. Drag the equipment on the cargo bay, that can go in there, which is wonderful. Let's add 1 extra card slot and the card system equipment to your deck when in combat. So the staff there, I'm just curious, deals 6 damage in 1 turn. So it was like was it the Firefly missiles from the previous one? Gotcha. That's fine. I'm still not convinced that we need mass as much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're needed at the moment or not. I like the idea of Harness Strike, however. I see Harness Strike requires a lot of... that requires a lot of mass, I see. But that means we're just going to constantly be getting passive shields. I want to probably get that out as soon as possible. So I could probably actually start off with less ordnance. We'll go 222 for now that we've got that card. Now we'll head to the rendezvous point. Incoming type beam transmission from the Atlas. Magpie, this is the Atlas. We've got a situation. The Solari have flagged us for interrogation. They've most likely got their sensors pointed at us until we meet up with their patrol ships. Any attempt to pick you up would incriminate us both. We'll be fine, but I'm afraid you have to return to the station on your own. Keep your burn minimal and maintain a low profile until you're clear. I've heard about the Solari interrogation methods. I wouldn't want to be in the Atlas right now. There's an alternate route we can take that will keep us away from any major flight paths and any known Solari fleet positions. Should work. We have enough Delta V and remaining fuel to get us to the station. That'll take us straight through deadweight controlled territory though. A solitary scavenger ship is sure to attract some attention from those pirate scum. We best be on our toes. Copy that. There are 2 paths in Breachway. Main path, shown by a blue line, allows only forward movement. Secondary paths, marked by the thin yellow lines, permit both forward and backwards movement. Moving to a node on a secondary path consumes 1 fuel. So we've got 6 turns there. Well, we can't go through there, so we're going to have to go through this disliked area. Captain, we've intercepted a distress call. Civilian transport is under attack by a deadweight raider. They won't last long without our intervention. If we reroute power to the thrusters of max spam, we can intercept a turn, pull in the raider's focus. That's too risky. It would leave us exposed during the approach. The deadweight could attack us freely. We need to defend us until combat systems are online. It's a calculated risk. Diverting their fire from the transport to us is the only way to save that ship. Our hull should hold against a barrage. Ooh. Distract the pirates and save the civilian transport. That gives us morale. But just give the enemy the initiative. But the civilian transport might give us something. We're going to give it a go. Distract the pirates. Acknowledge Captain is the right call. Preparing for the manoeuvre now. You divert all power to the engines and fire up the thrusters to the maximum capacity. For long, the deadweight ship stops firing the civilian transport and turns its attention to you. How bad is this going to be? Only 35 health, but it's got a laser pulse. And a flak cannon. The enemy ship has a flak cannon. Flak indicates random damage within a range. Enemies have a shredding value. Hull damage from a flak attack that is equal or higher than the attack's shredding value triggers a shred status effect on the target. Each shred stack raises flak minimum damage by 1. Shred decreases by 1 if not reapplied in a turn. That sounds terrible. So let's get rid of this if we can.
Shields up, Captain.
Because we're going to have a flak barrage coming in. We've taken some damage. And I'm going to launch a missile as well. Just to start some damage heading that way. Next time we should be able to play Harness Strike. Or we could even play that now. Oh, if I'd played that correctly I could have done that better. But let's do that and play Harness Strike. And we can even fire another Star Flare. And that's also going to give us another point of shielding. So in 2 turns they're going to get 12 damage. Which is pretty good. We've lost the ability to really do any more command points. Or anything with our command, but I think that's a really good start. How's this flak going to do? Oh, 6 damage. Okay. Laser burst is ready to go.
Target reached, Captain.
Oh, we've done some good damage there. Right, laser burst is coming in, so we're going to have to block that. And we could precision something. Laser burst I'm not too worried about. I'm more concerned about the flak barrage. I'd rather lock that out than anything else. End the turn there. And now we could target lock. That would get some more damage up. And we could still... That's fine. We'll target lock and then we'll laser pulse, taking out the flak barrage. So that's going to knock out for 3 turns. And all this is also generating shielding for us, which is pretty good. Right, laser burst is ready to go. We'll chuck on another block, getting our shielding up to 8. The laser burst will do some damage, but nothing that we can't handle, I would say. I don't think we need as much here anymore. We're going to put some in going to put one of our power into income. I don't think we need as much in mass anymore. We're going to beam sweep you. And that's all we can do this turn. In fact, I'm going to actually knock off the other mass as well. So we're 3 and 3 on income and ordnance. Okay, things are going well. But both our weapons are ready to fire, so let's block. Although we might be able to knock them out. Oh, not quite.
Shielding enhanced.
We can knock them out hopefully soon. That heat is going to cause some problems to them. So at the start of your turn, receive 1 whole damage per overheat point. And then, okay. So they should die actually because of their overheating. Hey, there we go. That was worth doing. So we will happily take that, and we will add a card. Ammo dump, I'm not sure that's worth it. I mean, 4 is not bad. 4 ordnance. Shield amplifier, again 10 shield points, very nice. I don't think we need a light torpedo. I'm going to take the shield amplifier. I think it's best to be as protected as possible in terms of shields and other such things. The point defense cannon you salvage from the enemy goes on the auxiliary mount, providing effective defense against enemy missiles. Auxiliary equipment operates without a crew member, but does not add an extra card slot in combat. Let's get it equipped. And that goes there, on the auxiliary mount. Is there a way for me to repair my ship at all? Doesn't seem to be, so let's keep going. Oh, there's a repair station there though. That'll do. You come across an abandoned repair station. A large part of it has been stripped clean by scavengers, but upon closer inspection, one of the maintenance bays seems to still be functional. A dog can attempt to do some repairs. It might not look like it, but some of the equipment left here is actually in good working condition. So we get ourselves prepared, which almost certainly means we've got a boss battle coming in or something similar. Sir, a gunship is getting ready to fire. They must have some stealth tech that they kept hidden from the Magpie sensors until they made their way into direct engagement range. We've got an incoming hail. Let's patch you through. There you are, little Magpie. We've been looking forward to having a word with you. This doesn't need to get messy. Hand over that data core you've got in your hold and you'll fly away unscathed for the rest of your salvage. Power down and prepare for boarding. Captain, if we power down our reactor, we're as good as dead. We're dead either way. We can't take a light cruiser on in this ship. Then we go down swinging. I'm not taking orders from a pirate. Engage combat protocols. We make our stand. It saddens me to hear you choose violence, Captain. The data core is designed to withstand thermonuclear blasts. Don't expect us to hold back. I'm not entirely sure what that accent was, but I quite enjoyed it. So we're taking on a light cruiser. I'm not sure we're going to have to deal with him. Careful, that spread-shot can shoot down our missiles. That's helpful. And is ready to go. Right, let's block ourselves up. And we're going to Star Flare. Yeah, we'll Star Flare.
Missile launched.
And then we're also going to, I think, get into each resource, go for a shield amplifier. Really whack up our health. I mean, I really don't see how we're supposed to win this, but that's probably not the point. Right, in the turn. We'll hold out for as long as we can. Seems like the light barrage is going to do some good work. Okay. So we've got these PDC bursts, which is to do with missiles. The Star Flare is not going to be instantaneous. So we're going to beam sweep. Could do 2 damage here. Okay. Let's end the turn.
Incoming missile.
Incoming missile. Okay, let's go to the missile there.
Enemy missile is down.
I'm going to laser pulse. I'd rather just laser pulse the ship, to be honest. What can we go for? The spread shot. So this is not a good missile. It's not a good one to use missiles on. We don't need this much mass. We're going to put this all into energy, I think. Go 3 and 3. What can we knock out? Let's knock out the spread shot. And we will end the turn there. Okay, -1 damage. Predictive aim, what does that do? Okay, that next flash attack deals much damage. We're expecting another missile coming in soon, a light barrage, which is hardly ideal. Harness strike, I'm not sure we can even take the time to use. We're gonna knock this out. That was the wrong way to do that. Let's not. I'm gonna take off Star Flare. I'd like some shielding if I can. I don't know if we're supposed to win this or not, but we're doing okay. Right, we're gonna beam sweep. And they're also going to be overheating next turn. Again, I should have played Harness Strike, but we'll put that on now. It's a little too late. We'll put on a shield. There's really, I feel like no point doing Star Flare. You know what, we'll give it a go. Target lock and Star Flare. It's only going to arrive in 1 turn, but it'll do some good damage, and we can Ooh. Well, in the turn, we might use the force production going forward. 7 damage. We're still 20 health down on them.
Target reached, Captain.
We're doing okay. Are we supposed to win this? I don't know. Do we force 2 of each resource? I think we do. So we're going to go block, then shield amplifier, and laser pulse on something. Probably the light barrage. It'll take a long time to knock that out though. There's a lot of things they're playing which is causing some problems. But shielding is buying us time. Right, let's use our laser. Let's generate us a shield. They're also overheating, which is good. Do we shield up? I think we will shield up.
Shielding enhanced.
And we'll try... keep knocking out that spread shot, I think. End the turn there. Okay, we shielded that, which was good. We're not going to be able to... we need to knock out that missile if we can. We're actually at better health than they are at the moment. Just keep on hitting them with our health as best we can. With our health, with our weapons. They're severely overheated. If we can keep them overheated, that will be good. Cool, end the turn there. Ow, that hurt. That also hurt. We're managing though. This is precision, which is not really what I wanted. But take out the spread shot. Just gonna keep them overheated. We'll put down a block. I'll put down 2, so we're really well protected. And we'll end the turn. Okay. We can shield, which would really whack up our shields, which would be useful. The heat we're putting on them is causing a lot of damage, which is really useful. But we can just outlast them by doing that, I think. Put some damage down. And we'll end the turn there. I think we've got this in the bag, just about. There we go. Cool. Goodness me, we took on the light cruiser in 1. Ooh, I like blinding pulse, that sounds fun. Capacitor, that gives us 4. No, I'm going to go for blinding pulse, I think. Deal 4 damage, next turn enemy attack deals -2 damage. Just a good way to lower the damage rolls on us. It is done. You somehow got out of that alive. You look around at your crew, everyone was worn out but still alive. You exchange looks with them and they all seem to share the same thought as you. If Steam achievements would have been implemented, this would certainly be one of them. Good job. Absolutely. Okay, home station allied, let's get ourselves home. Home station up ahead, Captain, preparing docking procedures. Once docked, the station's spin gravity kicks in. You and your crew disembark and head to the station quarters to rest, while dock workers start unloading the cargo bay. A few hours later, you're called to meet the station director in her office. I've had our researchers look at the data you brought back in that black box. While heavily encrypted, we managed to extract some data on the research they were conducting at the station. It had to do with the anomaly that swept through our system a while ago, knocking out a large part of our electronics. The equipment aboard the research station was able to extract some sort of information from it, leading them to believe it was a message or a signal of unknown origins. The data shows multiple star systems with the Breachway network were similarly affected, which led them to trace their trajectories to a set of coordinates where they converge. Whatever it may be, this information is too dangerous to keep here. The Solari will keep coming and looking for it. They're already moving their fleets close to the system's Breachway access points, they don't want this getting out. Take the black box with you and leave. Rin will accompany you to try and further decrypt the data. Judging by the Solari response, the signal might lead to something important that could shift the balance of power. Me and Ivan are joining you as well. We want to see this to the end. We're preparing a Corvette-class gunship in the hangar for you. Posing as a mercenary will allow you to move freely within the Breachway network without raising suspicions. Once you're ready to leave, head to a random system in the Breachway network, and from there start making your way towards the signal. It should make it difficult for the Solari to connect to you this whole thing. Godspeed, Captain. Okay. So that was our previous ship, the Lancer. Or was that the previous ship? I think that... I'm trying to work out what our previous ship was. Anyway, we're going to go with the Arbalest now. So there's 4 factions here. The Solari, the Starkin, Free Roamers, and the Deadweights. We've already met the Solari and the Deadweights. Okay. We would accept you. But we've got a lot of stuff to add on to that before we're ready. And here we go. So, faction relations. Most map nodes are under the control of the game's factions. Events of these nodes are influenced by your standing with the controlling faction. Some events can present choices that modify your relation with one or more factions. So 1 pip is hated, 2 to 3 pips disliked, 4 to 5, 6 neutral, and 6 is allied. So Free Roamers are the people we want to go with. Captain, our sensors detect a group of Starkin gunships to our flight path. It looks like they're trying to block any ships from entering the system through this Breachway corridor. Judging by the large number of civilian ships further ahead, this blockade is meant to keep people in. It looks like the gunships are in disarray. They haven't reacted to our approach. If we make a run at full burn, we can punch through while fighting. Well, there's not much we can do. Sorry, Starkin. We have to prepare for combat, I think. Busy with trying to prevent civilians from fleeing the system, only one gunship has noted our approach. It's heading on our way on an intercept course. Brace for combat. Okay, so this is a blockade gunship. It's got laser pulse and shield pulse. Nothing of theirs is ready to fire yet. Could go for conservation. Gain 1 energy for each 2 ordnance you spend. I'm guessing this battle. So let's do that, because that just sounds generally quite fun. There's no point doing shields yet, because they're not ready to fire. So let's just try and knock out their laser pulse. I don't really care about the shield pulse as much. End the turn there, that's fine. They don't have that much health, so I'm not all too concerned. And this is a whole bunch of new stuff that we haven't seen yet. Ordnance Punch. Ordnance Surge even. Gain 4 ordnance, sustain 1 heat, lose up to 4 on the turn end. I don't think we need to do that. Let's keep knackering this laser pulse. They're going to be ready to fire, so we'll put down 1 barrier. And we will end the turn there. Need a few more combat cards before we're ready to redo some damage. Shield pulse is ready to go, but first we can knock out the laser pulse, so let's do that. We'll play the Ordnance Surge as well. We'll gain 1 heat, but it means we can use the Catalyst Pulse, so that's 4 damage. If I put on the laser, if I put on the laser pulse, that should just do some direct damage. That's fine. End the turn. They're going to shield up. That's not a problem. Okay, our laser pulse is ready. We're just going to keep firing at them. That's just going to get the shields down. Oh, I see. So this conservation thing is for each thing you spend this turn. So I've got to play that a little bit more effectively. I see. End the turn, that's fine. Nothing's going to happen as we don't really have any things we can damage with, but we will fire again. They're down to only 5 health now. And we will... I think I should get rid of one of these barriers. I'm not sure we need them both. This shouldn't be too hard of a battle, I would say. Okay. The shield pulse is ready to go. But if I just play my hands correctly... Well, plenty of energy actually. I will put down we'll put down one of those anyway. And we will pulse. A lot of these precision things, annoyingly, but we'll keep going for the laser. We'll keep going with their laser. We need to find a way to get some more direct damage as opposed to just using precision lasers. Our force production just have some more economy going forward, that's fine. They're going to shield pulse, that's not a problem. I'm going to get rid of the mass there and put another one into ordnance, I think. I'm going to end the turn there, not going to do anything. Because their shields should go down and be halved, that's fine. And I'm going to play conservation, then ordnance surge, because this is just going to give me a bunch more of my energy, which is useful. And we will knock out their laser beam again. There we go, that will do it. So 22 credits, then we can add a card. Right, so this weapon is purely laser based. I see the problem. These are all precision weapons. Do we go for the rampart? That sounds quite fun. 10 shield points if you're unshielded, gain 1 duration. No, let's go for booster pulse. I think we just need more weapons at the moment. I'm hoping we'll be okay with just barriers. Shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. But I'm guessing that's going to have lowered our... I don't really want to keep going through the stuff with the Starkin because I'd prefer to just not be angry with everyone. The last fight drew the attention of everyone in the area. Multiple ships are approaching on the intercept course, but only one of them is close enough to get into combat range in time. Press on and brace for combat. Okay, this is a beam sweep, so that's what we had before. And a shield. This one's a little bit tougher, it looks like. Right, let's ordnance surge. We're going to pretty much whack him up as best we can straight away. So we'll start with this pulse. We're going to knock out your beam sweeper. And you as well. I will end the turn there. But we lose three of our ordnance there. Right. They're ready to fire, but we can knock it out this turn, so that's not a problem. So we don't need to shield up. I'll get rid of one of my barriers. I don't think it's needed. Good. Booster pulse, laser pulse. Excellent. So let's just keep knocking him out. Ooh, no, let's hang on. I want to force production, I think. No, we don't have enough power, enough command points. Fine, just laser pulse him this turn. And I'm going to give an extra point to ordnance at the moment. I don't think we need it elsewhere. They're going to shield up, that's not a problem. We will just put up a shield ourselves. And we'll end the turn there. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, they're shielded, but it's half now. We've got 8 to work with. We'll put down Resource Bay because we're going to be spending a lot of our stuff here. So we'll start with the Booster Pulse.
Enemy shields down.
Then we'll go for this other pulse here. And then this final pulse here. We're just going to knock that out completely. And that finishes them off. Excellent. So what can we add in now? Blinding Pulse. This is all very lasery because we've only got a laser weapon. I see the problem. There's the Blinding Pulse we picked up before. Ooh, I like Barricade though. Let's take that. 2 shield points for every 2 production in that energy economy. So that's not bad at all. So do you believe the Starkin aren't great? Very fond of us, to be honest. After we breach the blockade, multiple ships try to make a run and exit the system. As we mix in with a group of civilian vessels, the Starkin gunships break up pursuit and focus on keeping the fleeing ships in. Incoming message request, Captain. It's impossible to isolate the source with so many ships grouped together. Greetings, Captain. Impressive skills you've shown there. I could use the services of a bold freelancer such as yourself. I'm a data broker by trade, willing to offer a generous reward in exchange for some valuable intel. I need to gather intel or data on the strength of ships in this sector. By the looks of it, this isn't the last fight you'll get yourself into. Send me your combat logs after 6 combat encounters, and I'll transfer 150 credits on delivery. Own Captain, pick a weapon from my reserves while you're at it. You'll need all the firepower you can get. Consider it an investment for your future. Okay, well, we'll take the basic launcher. That's the only one we can take. So we will install the weapon, absolutely. But we need someone to actually... We need someone to be able to work it. I don't think we need the res booster as much anymore. So we'll move those on, that's not a problem. We've got so many crews to go. Waypoint neutral, conflict zone, or distress signal. Take the distress signal, it usually works well. You notice a transport vessel along your path. The civilian ship seems online yet completely still. By the looks of it, their heat sinks are non-functional and the reactors are overheated. The lack of a distress call makes you think this could either be a trap or a very lucky find. Greetings, Captain. I must be the luckiest man for a fellow ally to run into us after a pirate ambush. Not far from here, we were targeted by some pirates. We tried outrunning them, but they hacked our heat sinks into our overheated state. Luckily, a passing Solari fleet scared the pirates off. Is this a trap? We're going to try. How do you want to help them, Captain? So we can try and bypass the operations power to control the heat sinks. So 30 credits. We'll try engineer. Not the greatest solution, but it works. Reactor temperatures are already going down. I guess it was quite a hack job, eh? Okay, so what do you want, Captain? Refuse to laugh and leave as soon as your crew member returns aboard. I can't just let go unpunished. No, that's fine. Refuse to laugh and leave as soon as your crew member returns aboard. There's no combat there though, which is good. Forward to the conflict zone. An unregistered ship present in contested Starkin space is approaching on an attack vector. I think me and the Starkins are going to be very good buddies going forward, are we? So laser pulse and shield pulse, not too bad. Right, we're going to start off with a star flare. No, because they're going to shield momentarily. We can do both. We'll still be able to do some damage. We're gonna launch it. We'll launch it anyway. We'll still do 2 damage to them. That's fine. We don't need to shield just yet. We'll end the turn. They've shielded. We'll do some damage to them. Right, they're gonna come in and attack in a second. 4 damage. We can survive that, it's not a problem. Oh, I'm going to force production. I find that a really useful one, to be honest. And we're going to overload the cannons as well. No, we can't do that, that's fine. So we're going to play this first. I want to try and knock out that laser pulse if we can. Oh, I thought we had enough. Bugger, okay. I thought we had enough for the laser pulse. Okay, that's my mistake. They're going to fire in, but our shield will eat it, so that's not a problem. We will fire the booster pulse, that will take out their laser pulse. And we can fire our own laser pulse, I don't care about the charged barrier. Just keep working on natural damage, I think that's more important. I like the music, by the way, it's very sci-fi-y. Right, they're going to charge in with their barrier, so just keep on attacking them. And we'll put this barricade down because we do have some production. Nice. In the turn, they'll come in with their shield. That's not really a problem. If we go for here, that should not really do anything. That's fine. But we knackered their shield generation, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to star flare because we need to not be so reliant on our precision lasers. That should kill them next turn. So we're going to barrier it up, just so we survive the laser pulse, I would say. They'll come in, they'll damage our things, but our star flare should finish them off. Excellent. So that's some more credits, and we can add another card. I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of the firecracker is. It might be to stop any flak missiles coming in. Let's take another Catalyst Pulse. Just go for more kind of fighting things, I suppose. Where are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to... Oh, there's a boss combat there, interesting. Maintenance ship allied, conflict zone. We can go probably up this left-hand side, that's fine. So, friendly maintenance craft in the vicinity hails you. They offer to help you perform some maintenance on your ship's equipment to help you on your mission. Ooh, we could also remove a card. No, add a card, that's fine. Ooh, light torpedo. 8 damage after 2 turns. We'll go for light torpedo. We've got plenty of laser weapons, that's fine. We'll head on to this elite combat. An elite Starking gunship is approaching fast. Us and the Starkins don't really get on, do we? Ooh, this might be a tougher fight. Right, straight away, what can we do? I want to gain additional resources because I want to make best use before they get themselves set up. So we'll go with the Catalyst Pulse first. Probably on their... Oh, hang on for... No, first we're going to fire... We're going to go for pretty much all missiles, I would say. So, Star Flare. Then a light torpedo.
Missile is in flight.
And we'll also take this laser. And we'll go try and knock out their laser in turn. In the turn there, they'll do some damage to us. Got it. Excellent, that's some damage in on them already. They can come in with their laser pulse, so we'll barrier ourselves up.
Shields up, Captain.
Shields up, Captain. And let's knock out their laser pulse, or as close to as we can. Do we need to barricade again? No, they're going to shield up, that's fine. Okay, they've got 6 shielding.
Enemy shields down.
But it's down because our torpedo, our space torpedo, ate a lot of that. Right. Ooh, music's getting funky now. Let's go for a Star Flare. You don't need to barricade, that's fine. We'll knock out the laser pulse next turn before it's ready to fire. I'm not thrilled about the chain burst, but there's not much we can do. Oh, we managed to lock up the laser pulse anyway. Excellent. Let's... Okay, they're not shielded, so I'm going to overload the cannons if I can. No, that requires 5. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay, let's just go for a Catalyst Pulse then. Actually, no, that's fine. Go for the Catalyst Pulse. We'll just keep on knocking down their health, and we'll go for a barricade to stop the chain burst coming in. Or as much as we can of the chain burst, I should say. I'm really liking this game. This is becoming a firm favourite already. I like card building games, I like strategy, I like space. What's not to like? Right, let's just... Hang on. Before we do this... we can actually get more resources in again. That's a really good one. The force production. I'm going to knock off one of my productions for mass. I'm not sure we need it as much. I'm actually going to go for 6 and 4, 2 and 0 at the moment, I think. So we'll go for a booster pulse. Not sure how much that did. I'll go for a laser pulse.
Enemy shields down.
I think they had a lot of shields I wasn't quite aware of. It's fine, end the turn. Not sure there's much they can come in and attack us with. so that's okay. Catalyst pulse do we need to do? No, we'll just go for a bit of generic laser pulse. Okay, we're down to 14 health. Excellent. Took 9 damage there. It's not great. Hopefully we can find something to heal up. We don't need 3 shields. What's going on here? We'll pop one down. I'll go for a Catalyst Pulse. We'll try and knock out their... I'm actually kind of more concerned about their Chain Burst, although it's going to take a long time to knock that down. And it didn't seem to actually do that much. Oh, because they're shielded. That's why. End the turn. That's a disgusting one, that Chain Burst. That's a real issue, that one. We're going to barrier up quite heavily to deal with the Chain Burst. I want to knock down that Chain Burst. That Chain Burst is scary. Okay, this one's proving a little bit tougher, but it was the elite combat, so it makes sense. Come on, fill up my deck with something good, please. Right, Laser Pulse. I should have done it the other way around. Catalyst Pulse. God, they've got so much shield generation. We are taking damage indeed. That Chain Burst is a real problem. Okay, hang on. This has suddenly gone badly wrong. Go for a Laser Pulse. We've got to knock out that Chain Burst if we can. Just keep on working on it. We're still doing some additional damage to the hull. We might be able to outlast them. If we can get a friendly port after this. 10 shielding. Bugger. Oh no, they're both ready to go, aren't they? And we do not have enough other things ready to go. Take out that Chain Burst, please. No, the shielding's going to get in the way. I think this will be the end here for us.
Can't take much more.
That's it. Defeat. Oh dear. So, thank you for playing the Breachway demo. Wish this today early. Wish this. Can't speak. I should probably plug this a little better. Wish this today ahead of the early access launch on March 22nd, 2024. This is only a taste of what the full game will be. Working hard on giving everything to early access. Here's what you can expect. New ships to discover and unlock, each with their own playstyle and challenges. I'm going to be honest, that new ship I didn't like as much. It was so laser reliant, I just didn't find it that useful. New equipment, subsystems and weapons to specialise your ship with unique cards and synergies. More regions with their own unique environments, events, enemies and epic boss battles. New crew members, each with their own abilities and roles. More environments, so you can fight in asteroid fields, atmospheric planets, dense nebulas, iron storms, etc. More side missions, so smuggling, bounty hunting, mercenary work and even some good old-fashioned piracy, and much, much more. Can't wait for you to watch our journey through our rich, story-filled universe as you hunt for the origin of the Signal, and that was very fun indeed. I really enjoyed that, had a really good time. So we may well see Breachway back on the channel as a full series. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes, but I very much enjoyed this. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. The link will be down in the description. This has been Breachway. Take care, bye bye.